Chicago Sky, y'all stink, bro. Y'all, look, there's trash and then there's trash. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, the Chicago Sky got destroyed.
Chicago Sky, y'all stink, bro. There's bad basketball, then there's whatever that was, and then there's the Chicago Sky's performance last night, which needs its own category in the record books labeled public disasters.
By the stud buds. Everybody watches the stud buds. Shout out to Courtney Williams and Tisha Eiderman, man. Listen, stud buds stood on business today. Nafisa Collier stood on business today.
If this game was a movie, it would have been banned in several countries for cruelty to fans. The stud buds didn't just beat them. They treated them like an open mic night where the jokes were free, but the humiliation was priceless. Courtney Williams and Tisha Eiderman clocked in, punched the time card, and proceeded to turn the court into their personal playground. And then, Nafisa Collier, she wasn't there to play games, unless the game was make Angel Reese's night a living nightmare. She stood on business so hard the hardwood might still be shaking. Angel Reese, bless her heart, must have thought she was on an Oprah special because she was handing out turnovers like, you get a ball, everybody gets a ball. 9 turnovers.
9 turnovers. Yo, listen, y'all gotta stop with this point forward foolishness, man. Let's take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin', son.
9. That's not just a stat line. That's a cry for help written in basketball form. One more and she would have been flirting with a triple-double that no one in the history of sports would want. Imagine getting so close to making history, but instead of the Hall of Fame, you get filed under things that should have stayed in practice. Those 9 turnovers weren't mistakes. They were gifts, gift-wrapped in sloppy footwork, lazy passes, and the occasional, wait, who was that even to, moment. It was less WNBA pro and more random person picked from the crowd at halftime. And the worst part, we've seen this before. Angel Reese has made this kind of chaos her signature move. Remember last season against the Fever with 2 minutes left? All she needed was a couple rebounds to pad her stats. And instead of playing smart, she went straight at Victoria Saxton 3 times like the paint was her personal VIP section. If this is point forward play, then I'm a Michelin chef every time I make instant noodles. The problem isn't just the turnovers, it's what they represent.
Bruh, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. Yo.
This isn't a bad night. This is a pattern. The Sky's coaching staff can't seriously think this is working unless the goal is performance art. I'm starting to think they're all in on it. Like, this is an elaborate social experiment to see how much bad basketball people will watch before they tap out. Every time Reese gets the ball in the lane, the paint turns into a traffic jam so bad it could make LA blush. And don't even think about running a pick and roll, because the only thing rolling is the ball into the opponent's hands. And then came the moment that will probably be replayed on loop in blooper reels for years to come. Reese goes for a box out, grabs her opponent by the hips, and just full-on WWE hip tosses her to the floor. Then she walks over, bends down, screams in her face, and flips the double bird like she just won the championship of bad decisions. This wasn't competitive fire. This was a technical foul highlight reel. And let's not forget, Reese is 1 tech away from suspension. Every time someone breathes in her direction, she's in their face like it's a personal vendetta. It's one thing to be fiery. It's another to be reckless when your team is already struggling to survive.
This opponent gets close to her during a box out, grabs her by her hips, and hip tosses her, throwing her to the ground. She stands up, she walks over to this opponent, bends over, screams in her face, and flips her the double bird. That's the WNBA.
The irony is that instead of trying to put her in a position to succeed, they've decided to label her a facilitator, which in basketball terms means, we don't trust you to finish, so just give the ball to someone else before you break something. And even then, the facilitation is a gamble. If she's not passing it to the other team, she's bricking shots, like she's laying the foundation for a new stadium. Watching her travel is like watching someone get lost in their own driveway. And here's the thing. This isn't just about her bad games anymore. This is about a franchise choosing PR over progress. They refuse to bench her because it would mean admitting that months of hype videos and flashy Instagram clips don't actually win basketball games. So instead, she gets to stand at the top of the key motioning like she's directing traffic while her teammates scramble like it's a fire drill. And spoiler alert, she's not setting anything up. If the ball ends up in the right hands, it's by sheer accident. And if it doesn't, well, that's just another clip for the blooper reel.
We're gonna get into it. And the laughter. Oh, Angel. Oh, my angel. You're my darling. Angel, angel, angel. You've been playing well, Angel. I give it to you. You've been playing well. But every now and then.
I really thought she was turning a corner. I really did. She'd been having some decent games lately, and I thought maybe, just maybe, she was going to graduate from pretend basketball player to actual, believable contributor. But nope. Instead of clutch performances, we got the basketball equivalent of leaving milk out in the sun. And it's not just her teammates who've adjusted to her limitations. You can see the opposing teams doing it too. Watch the spacing. They give her just enough room to bait her into doing something reckless, then pounce on the turnover. It's like they're running defensive sets specifically designed to exploit her decision mark.
Like, there's absolutely no foul in that. She gets a good whistle, jumps up, and then goes at somebody on the other team. Who's she go at? She goes at Diamond Miller, her former Maryland teammate. And like, Angel's one tech off a suspension.
Let's pick up where we left off, because last night was just the latest entry in the Chicago Sky's growing encyclopedia of basketball horror stories. If part 1 was the appetizer, consider this the main course, served cold, because that's exactly how Reese's game felt. Let's talk about the highlight moments. And by highlights, I mean the kind of clips you'd expect to find in a what not to do training video. On possession, she gets boxed out so cleanly she might as well have been in a different zip code. Then, frustrated, she grabs her opponent by the hips and full-on throws her to the floor. Not competes for position throws like "you're leaving this party now" throws. Then, because apparently self-control is optional, she stands over the player, screams in her face, and gives the double bird salute to a national audience. Technical foul city. Congratulations, you've officially made it harder for your team to win. And the thing is, this isn't an isolated incident. Opposing teams are baiting her now.
Well, and is like, anytime anyone gets into it with her, she's straight in their face. And I'm like, I don't mind that, but you just gotta be smart. To be fair, the Sky sucks, so you might as well just go and take your,
They want her to have the ball. You can hear it in the way they play defense. It's like the coach is whispering, "Let her cook," knowing full well the kitchen's on fire and the dish is raw in the middle. And when the inevitable turnover comes, they're already sprinting the other way for a layup. Transition defense? Please. Watching her hustle back after giving the ball away is like watching a lazy river at a water park. The current moves faster than she does, and that's not even touching the body language. Frustration? Sure. Urgency? Nowhere to be found. It's like she's stuck in this loop where she believes sheer attitude will make up for the fundamentals she doesn't have. And the coaching staff? Oh, they see it. They've got to see it. No one with eyes could watch the offensive stagnation, the missed reads, the clogged lanes, and think, yep, that's our franchise centerpiece. But here's the dirty little secret. They're not trying to fix it. They're trying to hide it. Press conferences are filled with vague compliments.
She was turning her season around. Just when I thought Angel Reese was graduating from pretend basketball player to make-believe basketball player, the level where it's almost believable that Angel Reese is a basketball player.
Social media posts are edited like Hollywood trailers, slow-motion clips of hustle plays that cut right before the turnover. If you didn't watch the games, you'd swear she was an all-star. But the games are where the truth lives, and the truth is not pretty. And the truth is this: she's not elevating her team. She's anchoring them in the worst way, not like a stabilizing force. More like the thing that's keeping the boat from ever leaving the dock. And yet, her fan base will point to the double-doubles. She had 14 points and 12 rebounds. Yeah, and 9 turnovers. Context matters. Anyone playing 30-plus minutes with the offense funneled through them will put up numbers. It's not impact. It's inflation. It's like bragging about having 100,000 Monopoly dollars. Looks good in theory, worthless in reality. Let's be real, half those rebounds come off her own misses. That's not dominance, that's janitorial work. Cleaning up your own mess doesn't make you an elite player. It makes you responsible for creating the mess in the first place. And those points? Force-fed.
Would pull through in the clutch and do America a favor. With a win last night against the Minnesota Linkers, Angel Reese would have become the most popular player in the WNBA dump. Well, Casey, that's simply not possible.
The team treats her like she's Shaq in the post, but the finishes are closer to someone whose controller just disconnected mid-play. Every possession is a gamble, every shot a coin toss. And when the coin lands on the wrong side, that's another fast break for the other team. And yet, she still celebrates. Down by double digits? Doesn't matter. Hit a layup and here comes the chest thump and stare down. She plays like someone who learned the game from highlight reels instead of practice reps. The confidence of a veteran, the decision-making of a beginner, and the fundamentals of a TikTok drill session. And the media, they protect her. She brings energy. So does a fire alarm. She has presence. So does a stop sign. Neither of those things help you win basketball games unless they're combined with actual skill. Meanwhile, her teammates adjust. They cut less toward her because they know the pass might never come. Or if it does, it'll be at the wrong time, in the wrong place, or straight into traffic. They hang back on rebounds because they know she'll fight them for it. They slow down in transition because they know the ball isn't coming their way unless it's off a deflection. This isn't chemistry. It's survival, and it's exhausting to watch.
People are defending this. Let's get into it. Nneka Ogwumike, she gets up, proceeds to get boxed out, unable to move her opponent out of the way. Nneka Ogwumike retaliates, grabs her by the hips, throws her to the floor.
Because it's not like there isn't talent around her. The Sky have shooters. They have players who can move the ball. They have people who understand spacing. But all of that gets sacrificed to feed the PR machine, and that machine is hungry. Hungry for stats, hungry for content, hungry for anything that makes the highlight reel, even if it means the actual win column suffers. And the fans? They're split. Half are hypnotized by the box scores, convinced the double-double is proof of greatness. T.
Quinterly, Dallas Wings' teammate, being a good teammate, gets in the middle of the two, pushes Nneka out of the way, like a good teammate should. Instead of saying, Nneka, come here, let me get you a hug. No, get up off my teammate, girl. Get up off my teammate. Nneka Ogwumike can't